Almost.
Almost.
I think soon.
All
Very
right.
soon.
All right.
Very soon. Well, let's see. Oh, we got to do that curtain there.
It's always that.
Always the curtain.
Always
the
my curtain.
It's all right. Okay, that's the way. That's the way it is. It is what it is.
It is what it
It is what it is.
You words of wisdom.
Hello, hello. Welcome to the show. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the show. That was horrible.
That was horrible.
Well, it was
spontaneous.
It was harder to sing than play the. Hello. Yeah, whatever.
It's hard to place that hello, right?
Yeah. Where do you do that? Where do you do that? I'm talking. Hello. I should play with the bass line. Hello. Hey, everybody that talking trash. This is my friend Freddy Fretless.
This is Guy Palumbo.
We're Another Mother, and we just did episode 12 of season 2 of Another Mother's Music Time. This is a kids program or a music program for grown-ups who have never grown up, where we sort of dive into songs and instruments and music styles and kids tunes from around the world because we like to. It's fun. We like it. It really makes us happy, and it seems to make a couple other people happy too.
Yep.
Today we did Take 5. We did it because my friend Ayana had said it was her song, but she wasn't on today. I hope everything's okay with them.
Really?
Yeah, I'm sure she'll check it out another time.
Okay.
But we did a song called Take 5, which was by Dave Brubec and Mr.
Paul Desmond.
Paul Desmond,
who was a saxophone player
who wrote the iconic melody for it, right?
Yeah. And it's from one of my favorite albums in jazz history called Time Out, and it was released, I think, 1959. And yeah. So should we talk about a little about Dave Brubec a little?
Well,
What do you think?
I think we should contextualize the song, right, and do that by talking about, hey, Dad, how you doing?
Hey, Ben, how you doing?
Sir? Doing well, Pop, thanks. Dad, this is a good question. My Pop's watching. He would have been, Dad, you would have been in your 20s in 1959, right? Dad, do you remember what was going on? I know, you've lived an amazing life and experienced a lot of things, but for everybody watching, most of all the music we hear on the radio, just walking around, people playing, is in 4/4 timing, almost universally. You were explaining to me that Dave Brubec, he was really groundbreaking because he was exploring music in different meters.
Yes, especially in a genre that was where 4/4 bars dominated like the groove. I mean, before Dave Brubec, most of the music in jazz was written in 4/4, or like a jazz waltz, which is in 3/4, but that was like 5% of the whole rest. And the thing is, Dave Brubec, he was a very good listener, because he was not only focusing on the music that's around him, like the jazz thing, he was checking out European music. He was checking out Asian music. Mm-hmm. He was checking out African music. Mm-hmm. And his shtick was with the Time Out album, he introduced a new way of thinking about time and letting it be, still letting it be groovy,
Much to the frustration of many of the people who played with him, right?
Playing and introducing a theme or a melody is one thing, but improvising through an odd meter thing is
That's
kind of
bananas.
strange.
And a lot of jazz is improvisation.
Yeah. So the Rondo alla Turca, which is another song, I think it's the first track of the Time Out. It is in 9/8.
I'm gonna make you angry. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
My dad said he's doing well. Dave Brubec did a concert at my university in either my freshman or sophomore year. He filled the gym. It was a great concert.
Wow.
So you saw Dave Brubec live. My dad has seen more cool concerts than I have. It's
Jeez.
You always
that's cool.
like, and I never knew this. I always thought I was cool and hip going to see concerts when I was in my 20s. And the more I get to know my dad, the more I find out he's definitely seen more cool concerts than I have. Dad, you one-upped me there.
No, but back to the thing. Like it was so hard for the musicians to improvise through a 9/8 thing that they just decided to play the improvising part in a 4/4 blues groove, which like Take 5 was one of the first songs where they kept the 5/4 thing.
Okay.
Because feeling wise, 5/4 is closer to the 4/4 swing than a 9/8 kind of thing,
or 7,
or 7,
right.
or 11, or
right,
13,
right,
or whatever.
Right.
You know, so it's nice. Like check out the drum solo of Take 5, which is, I gotta watch that. I'm so sorry. With Joe Morello. I'm sorry. Joe Morello improvised.
Is he related to Tom Morello by chance?
You mean the Rage Against the Machine?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so.
That would be cool.
Please correct me. And he was improvising. He was showing off some patterns that fit to the 5/4 groove. It's incredible. Like I totally recommend you guys checking out the album Time Out. Very cool.
Well, so that's so neat. And even but so 1959 this album comes out.
Yeah.
It's 51 years later. It's now
61 years.
61 years. Excuse me, I'm terrible at math. It's 61 years later.
You're a groover.
And not a lot, and not a whole lot has changed. I mean, whatever. You don't expect everybody to start writing in 5/4, but still, it's
he was changing the game groove wise within a genre.
Right.
That was always 4/4. I mean, during that time, people start playing a little faster.
Right.
Bebop came, and cool jazz came, and people were experimenting a lot during that time. But he was one of the few people who was experimenting with time signatures. So that's what makes him like special.
Yeah, man, it's really, really neat to me because whatever, I like it all. I'm always fascinated when I find somebody who's so far, to me, the mark of anything truly being excellent is how it weathers time. Right?
Yeah.
So that song doesn't feel stale to me.
Not at all.
Like that, you know, even the unsquare dance has like there's flavor to that. There's just exciting. And you know, there's a lot of music. Like, you know, it's funny. Someone asked our concert last night. Somebody asked us to play "Free Fallin'," which is a song I like, but I don't like it the way I used to like it.
Why is that?
I don't know. It just it has not aged. To me, like Mary Jane's Last Dance, that's timeless. Like that's timeless.
That aged like wine.
Yeah.
Free Falling aged like milk, or what?
It's not bad. It's maybe not as bad as some other things that have aged. But like when I guess that's just like I think about trying to execute that song live, and it's just not. I have no desire. There's nothing about that song that makes me want to jump, makes my socks roll up and down, and want to play it.
Yeah. Your choice.
You know, but I feel like there's a lot of music like that. It just doesn't quite
connect.
Yeah, you know, and there's some stuff that it's popping. Like, good Lord, you know, there's Smashing Pumpkins, for example. Like, I love Smashing Pumpkins. And there's still a bunch of stuff that of theirs that I could listen to again. but I don't feel like it is held that Smashing Pumpkins has held the same kind of relevancy that some other people have. For example, U2 is a great example because they've created so much music.
Yeah.
Like their early albums were Joshua Tree. There are a bunch of songs, Live Under a Blood Red Sky, like all those things, up to I think Achtung Baby. There are tunes that will always be relevant, but like after a certain point, it just sort of became the candy machine. Same thing with Red Hot Chili Peppers, you know, like I just
once they hit the spot, I
don't know if that's necessarily the reason, but there are just certain things that don't hold it like this for me. And it's like, to me, I'm like, dude, this music is 61 years old. And if I think about some stuff that's 61 years old from back in the day, like, I mean, I guess not a whole lot of anything survives. You know what I mean? Like there's only a few, but I always get excited to find new things because lots of people can hear this and it feels new. You understand?
It feels contemporary.
But whereas you listen to a lot of other things, you hear its age.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm
that totally fits because it is literally called Time Out. So forget about the age of a song.
Right.
It's still he's still a pioneer in what he created decades ago. And it's fascinating. Like Take 5 is considered a jazz standard. I've never played it in a session. Nobody plays it because I don't know, maybe because of the 5/4 thing, or maybe because
you and me need to get that down and roll up the next jazz session and like I'll come in there like rock'em sock'em like acoustic guys like, hey jazz cats, what's going on, jazz police? We do it like, oh, you don't like the cool. 5/4, do you?
That'd be cool. No, but nobody touches the song for several reasons. I mean, we did it in A minor today, which is like, let's say, a guitar key, A and E, and you know, where you can play like open chords. But the original version is an E flat. E flat is not very comfy for a guitar player, but it is very comfy for a piano player because mostly you play black keys.
Right. Hold on, I want to answer a question. So Andrea, okay, she said she was answering. Monica, she asked for Tom Petty and you said to her you only know Free Falling. Okay, and then you said Unfortunate. Hey, Andrea, that's okay. I want you to understand. I'm not knocking the tune or anybody who likes the tune. If you like that, that's great. I guess we're just trying to put the framework of music that is timeless, like absolutely timeless, and some other songs that are sort of great. Like, I mean, I'm sure you can think of some, Andrea, something you loved 10 years ago that if you listen to now, you'd be like, I don't quite care for that. Right? Like, I mean, it happens to me with songs that, I mean, between Freddie and I, we know a lot of songs, and it happens frequently that there are songs that just get kicked out. Like I can't deal with it anymore. Right? Like I just don't want to play it.
It's like eating too much chocolate during your childhood.
No, that's fine.
Okay, with you maybe,
no with
but I don't like chocolate as much as like 25 years ago.
No, for sure.
You know, I just can't eat it anymore. Like I like the bitter. I like the bitter chocolate.
For me, it's Yingling beer. Yingling was the brewery. Yingling. I believe it's America's oldest running brewery. But what you call it? It was basically the only beer you would like have around, and I have one sip now and my glands swell. I can't deal with it. I can't. So
your buddy's like, no, don't do it. So
and Andrea said she's got a song, Beirut Elephant Gun. Okay.
I love Beirut.
It makes no sense anymore. Okay, all right. See, so you understand.
Beirut were like one of the first bands that were introducing like the how you call it? Just press the record press the record button on a video,
Yeah.
doing a video and doing it all one take.
That's cool.
They were like the first people like,
that's what I like.
Let it run, let it run, let it run. Don't stop, no cutting at all. That's pretty cool.
Well, listen, unfortunately, we can't do a super extensive talk about this today, but I'm sure Freddie and I are going to talk about this again.
Of course. Yesterday we talked like
we talked for like nearly an hour yesterday.
Yeah.
It was a long time.
So if that was too short for you, just click on the video that we did yesterday.
Yeah.
And the subject was rapping. Wow, we were jumping around. It's very cool.
Yeah, it's really neat. Hey, listen, guys, we're about to wrap this up.
Yeah.
But listen, we're really trying to grow.
Yeah.
Not just as artists, but also with this music show. And when we say growth, yes, we'd like to grow width and depth with our audience, but we also just want to be better. So if you guys have suggestions for us as far as things we can do better on the live stream, possible lessons you think we should do.
Oh yeah,
we'd love songs from different folk songs or children's songs from around the world. That would be wonderful. We really want to get better, and I'm not kidding you. I want Freddie and I
want it all.
I want it all. I want us to do. I would love for this to be our full-time job. Some way, and the only way to do that is keep doing it and getting better at it. So your feedback really, really helps.
Yep.
You can send us messages, you can write us, call us, send snail mail. It's all good. So we're going to play a quick goodbye song.
Oh, goodbye. Want to try the 5/4?
Thank you, Andre. Oh yeah.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. We'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Goodbye. We'll see you next time. I like it. Goodbye. We'll see you next time. Goodbye. We'll see you next time. Hey, we figured it out. Peace, everybody. We'll see you.
As long as it's grooving.
As long as it's grooving. We'll see you tomorrow. Live concert, 8 o'clock p.m. Central European Time, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Next children's show on
Wednesday.
Peace out.
Peace.
Have a
We'll see you.
wonderful weekend.
Oh,
Much love.
Dad says, how about a session dealing with the music of musicals? Dad, that's a great idea.
Thanks for
Thank
that
you.
input.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
cool. That's cool.
Cool.
Thank you, Ben. Bye.